Okay, hello. I am in Berlin, and so I'm on Wi-Fi, which may or may not stutter a little bit. It looks like we already have a first question, and the answer is yes, this video will be available after it's done. It's on YouTube, and you can just go there. The videos are automatically posted. I have a playlist of them as well if you want to go and watch some of the past ones. So today I'm probably going to do a shorter sort of code review than normal because it's FOSS backstage. And there's a party with possibly free food, and I am a little bit hungry. And, you know, despite being a professional now, it's still good to go eat free food and also just catch up with people in person while I'm in town. So, that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the live stream. Okay, so this is not PySpark on K8s today, so let's go ahead and update that. For now, I'm not super sure, so we'll just go Spark. And actually, the exciting thing about PySpark on K8s is that's actually been merged, and so that's super lovely, and I'm really excited to see that. So let's go ahead and see if Seth has anything. Ooh, Seth AH. I think that's a different Seth, though, but I could be wrong. Let's double check which Seth it is. As always, these PRs are opt-in for review, and some people have opted in. Blanket, oh yeah, okay, this is Seth's account. And so this is add sample weights to decision trees. Interesting. And this PR is over a year old. Okay. This is totally a thing we could look at. Let's take a look at what the latest comment on it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask. So the first thing that we can note is that, yeah, this PR, does not merge. And so that's not great. And so we probably won't actually review this PR, but we're going to leave a comment, which is like, hi Seth, you're still working on, or would it be an okay issue? An okay PR for someone else to take over, and maybe you could do the review side together. And this is just, yeah, this looks cool. Probably have weights, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so no outstanding pull requests from Seth. Let's go back into ML. Let's take a look through and see if there's anything. Oh, I didn't mean to sort it by title. Let's sort by last updated and look through. Okay, and that's great. Deprecate k-means compute cost. I think this is a thing that we've looked at before. Data type, simple string and error message. Neither of these merge, which isn't, normally we'd skip them, but I'll take a quick look at both of them. Let's keep going. Let's see if there's anything from Brian, since he's definitely okay. This is a work in progress PR, so this is probably another place where we're going to come back and just ping and remind to work on. So those are some things. Let's look and see what else is open right now. Okay, yeah. Okay, DB. No, I don't see anything from DB either. Okay, so then let's go ahead and jump back into SQL. Take a look in there. There were some things in the JSON schema that we were going to look at. So let's see what other PRs this person has open. Okay. And okay. Cool. Let's take a look through these. We can also actually go and take a look at which PRs I've commented on and follow up with any of those. I think we should be able to. Wait, is my GitHub not holding K? Is it? Oh no, it is holding K. It just loads slowly. Sorry. Oof, super hungry. Okay, so we can also go in and take a look at the PRs that I've commented on this way, and then I can make sure that if we've left a partial review and someone's responded to it, you know, we can follow through and follow up with that. Okay. Handling raw data. Word to vec, continuous bag of words. Oh, datetime is no fun. That's interesting. But they haven't opted into having me review their PRs yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, this one was definitely opted in, so we can follow up with that one. Yeah. Okay. So that gives us... oh, I think Yanbo was okay with it, but I could be wrong. Let's skip that. Let's skip that for now. We will go over here and take a look. So this is streaming. We are going to focus on ML and SQL today, so we'll leave that one off for now, but we can come back to it. So this is the one that I looked at last week, and it's separating JSON options for read. I left some comments on it because I wasn't super sure on it. So let's take a look at what I asked. So I could be missing something, but it seems like we might allow folks to write data they can't read back in the same mode. Would it make sense to have an equivalent check encoding on the right side that just logs a warning for folks? I could have also misunderstood. Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like... So... so in that case, logging the warning would be less important, but in case if we can read them back, in case we can't, would having the warning for now be okay? And so this is just like, yeah, if we're planning to fix it, that's great. But otherwise, that's great. So it seems like we might allow folks, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's not running because it did, the Jenkins bot probably got restarted. Jenkins, okay to test, and so we can do this, and this comment will tell the AmpLab Jenkins to kick off a test run, and we can see if the latest changes work. Let's go back in and take another look at the code though. So yes, yeah, that looks reasonable. This is interesting. What happens if we don't? Okay, I'm going to click on this, write a comment, and I'll put it in draft mode, and we'll read through the code together and see if we need this or not. What happens if the encoding is not... specified during write time. Presumably we have a default somewhere, but it'd be really good to have a test for that. Okay, let's do start review. It'll leave the comment there, and then we can come back and update it as we see with reading through the code. Okay. So JSON options in read has a special check encoding here. JSON file format. Yeah. Parse option. Char set options map encoding. To encoding. Interesting. Interesting. Is this a test? Yeah, this is a test. So yeah, actually this is interesting. What happens if the encoding is not specified? At write time. At write time. Would be good to clarify above. Yay. Okay. Once more, with feeling, and good luck. I switched Wi-Fi networks, so hopefully this one will work a little better. Time will, of course, tell if this is actually true or not. But hopefully this Wi-Fi network is a little more stable. What I was saying earlier, when I was looking at this JSON PR, is that this change totally, it says if the encoding is not specified, none, in read it will be detected automatically, and so that's good, but it doesn't specify what will happen in write mode. And oh, hey, friend. So not knowing what's going to happen in write mode is a little challenging, because we don't know what's going to happen. And it looks like Twitch wants to play a 30-second commercial for me, so I'm going to stall for a little bit. Sorry, YouTube viewers. I just don't know if everyone on Twitch is getting this commercial, or if it's just my phone, which I use to watch the live stream. So, this is Boo. Her name is Boo. She's super happy. And I'm back! Yay! With Boo. So yeah, as I was saying, this specifies what happens if it's not specified. Yes, I do work at Google. This specifies what happens if this parameter is not specified, but since we don't know, or it hasn't said what will happen if it's not specified during the write path, it'd be really good to know what it is and make sure that we have a test for that. Because, you know, if we're going to leave a comment about the behavior, we should have a test so that when it changes, we know to update the comment. But also, we should have a comment and a test just so that we actually know what the behavior is for sure. And so let's go ahead and go in and take a look at how this is handled in the current code. So this is JSON options.scala, and I'm going to switch this into this talking screen really quickly because I don't remember. Okay, good. I don't have anything confidential here. So we go back into this. This is in my own personal project. So we go, well, by personal I mean one of my smaller projects. So let's go here, switch into single pane view, and we're going to go look at the current file, and it's JSON options.scala. Before getting a job in Google, did you work in any company? Yeah, so I mean, it's not super the focus of this, but this is actually my second time working at Google. Before the first time of working at Google, I worked at Foursquare and Amazon. And right before Google, this time I was at IBM. Before that I was at Alpine. And before that I was at Databricks. Yeah, okay. So back into this JSON options. So let's go in here. Val encoding is an option. Ah, yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So or else parameters.get charset map encoding. Huh. Yeah. So if this is interesting. Interesting. Okay. I am a little less certain about this behavior than before. I'm going to check Scala option syntax really quickly because I could be a little off. So let's go ahead and look at the or else syntax here. Or else. Yeah, so let's get or else. This is or else. So alternative is option of type B. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. Yes, where B is a super type. So that's good. So that'll give us an option. So the thing is, I just wanted to double check because there's or else or get or else. So this part here is still an option, and so we don't actually have the like detect default value stuff here, because if this is like it's not inside of this map. If this is none, then it'll have to happen somewhere else. So let's go ahead and look for encoding dot and get or else UTF-8. Okay. That's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick grep through the code here. And since I'm out of some days talking with one of my friends who works on the Mahout project, which is why I was looking in that, I'm going to go ahead and take a look for encoding inside of SQL. Where is this? SQL Catalyst src main. Grep get. There's no. Yeah, interesting. Jackson generator, JSON parser. Let's go. I'm going to go back in here and take a look. Let's leave that comment as is for now. So we have this subclass for JSON options in read. JSON options, what does it extend? This is a good question. Extends logging with serializable. Okay. So then we will go and look for JSON options. So inside of JSON JSON file format. Oh, it's in SQL execution. Okay. We're going to go ahead, swap this for a star so I can find what I'm looking for, maybe. Let's go ahead. I'm going to make this text a little larger, run that again. Oh, maybe a little smaller. Okay. So, first one here is, that's the mode. Okay, dataset. So JSON file format is probably where we're most interested. So let's go over, find JSON file format. JSON. JSON file format. JSON option. JSON output writer takes a path in a parsed options. Val parsed options is a new JSON options. Okay. So JSON writer, output writer factory, JSON output writer. So let's go find JSON output. Oh, not a file. Okay. JSON output writer. JSON output writer. So encoding, yeah. This is more or less what we would expect. So it's okay, so we'll clarify here. From looking at, actually, let's go ahead. Yeah, we will discard that change. We'll go and just make this comment. Yes, I would like to delete this. Okay, good. And then we go here. Since this comment mentions what happens in the read path, would probably be good to mention what happens in the write path, e.g. based on JSON, I would delete the JSON file format .scala. It looks like in the write path it defaults to UTF-8, which is totally reasonable, but it would be good to mention because we mention sort of half of the behavior here. Presumably we already have a test for this behavior. I should probably check. Let's go. Okay, start review. JSON file format, no. JSON star suite.scala. JSON. Well, I mean, there is JSON suite.scala. Let's go take a look at this. .write. Yeah. So we're just going to go through the tests here to make sure that this is covered. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the compression codec, yeah, that's good. Right output is compressed. Yeah, okay. I mean, it looks like this is implicitly tested. Like, all of these writes are not specifying the schema, so we know that this is what's happening. That's pretty okay. Still would be good to have that comment updated. Super minor though. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good. this test was confusing the last time I looked at it, but I think it made more sense. Multiline Falls. Yes. This has not happened. That's... Is this what we would expect? Yeah, this is what we would expect. Are you working on Apache Spark or a project that uses using Spark? This is actually Apache Spark. So if we go up here, we can see this is GitHub and it's Apache Spark. And this is a pull request to the Spark project to make a change to it. And so, yeah. So I'm going to do a review. Another small suggestion for improvement. Are you the maintainer? And so the answer is I am one of the PMC members and I am a committer. So I am not the maintainer, but I could be viewed as one of the maintainers of this project. If that helps. Okay. Yeah, this one, we left the comment for Seth. He'll probably respond on it and let us know, that it's okay for someone else to take it over. And this is just, I think, good to do explicitly, because even though this PR hasn't been touched in a while, people can be sort of hesitant about taking over other people's PRs. And if we can make it clear that this is totally something someone else should do, that would be great. So we'll close that. This is a thing that we looked at a while back, and I want to go down and see where it was left off. Yeah, okay, so this was pinged a day ago, and it's been a while. Okay. Whew. This is complicated, I think, from what I remember. So let's go here. Yep. So there's an agreement with this comment from the author. Let's go, okay. Does it make sense to introduce something which is already considered legacy when introduced? I think this brings up, again, the question, shall we maintain a metric which was only introduced temporarily as a fallback due to the lack of better metrics? I think, so my answer to this, generally speaking, I think it would make sense to maintain the fallback metric until at least Spark 3.0, at which point I think it would make sense to ask on the user and dev lists and see if anyone has hard dependencies on it, or if it is safe to remove. Hard dependencies on it, or if it's safe to remove. And so, yeah, this is essentially because we are doing like this work is presumably for Spark 2.4. It makes sense to continue to support the old metrics, but in the future, maybe get rid of them. Okay. Now, so let's go ahead and take a look at this code that was added. It's been a while. We can also actually probably loop in Seth Hendrickson now that Seth does some of this. Yeah. Deprecated in 2.4. Yeah, so it is weird to explicitly add new deprecated code. I agree. Yeah. Okay, so it's 6:33, which means we've probably been doing this for about 30 minutes, and I'm starting to get pretty hungry. We could, so this is definitely, damn it, sorry, a pull request which I should come back to, and so I'm going to keep this open in my little tabs here. I think this is going to take longer than 30 minutes to get very far. I'm going to bring in another committer here. See what Seth thinks as well. I don't have the time to look at this today, but maybe Seth will have a little bit more time. Okay. Okay, so this changes a lot of files. However, it mostly changes... didn't mean to use that hotkey. This call to be simple string, which looks pretty reasonable. Let's go ahead and look at the JIRA that is referenced here. So I'm going to go to the ASF JIRA page. It'll load super slowly. Let's do the DNS resolution. Hit login. And punch that JIRA number in. And, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. There are two PRs for the same issue. That's not great. Wait, is this the right fix? I don't... This was in 2017. Fix an error message of version suites. Status resolved. Okay. So that's complicated. Oh wait, 20664. Okay, wait, no, this is fine. Is it 2? Okay, well, what happened to this one? Was this merged as well? Okay. Okay, so this is fine then. So the original PR was merged, and then it was hotfixed, which is why there's two PRs attached to the same JIRA. It's not great. I would have made a separate JIRA personally, but whatever, totally fine. Data type and error messages are not coherent. Cool, let's go there. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. I'm not sure this affects ML, does it? It's tagged as affecting SQL mostly. Let's go take a look at anything in the ML directory. Oh, feature hasher. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm confused. Or not confused, but let's go take a look at numeric type. It's probably not going to be... It's probably types.scala. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay, let's go find numeric type wherever it's defined. grep-r, numeric type, SQL star src. Oops, there are a lot of those. Grep class. Okay, cool. It is abstract data type. So let's go take a look at abstract data type. Numeric type. So, did we try and unify it here? Unify the data type as much. Let's take a look at the original PR and see what it changed. Oh, yes, okay. Someone hopefully answered the question in the chat. So, interesting. So, okay, let's leave a comment here. In the original PR, it doesn't seem like we rewrote it to reference the constant. We rewrote the constant types, only the dynamic ones. And this PR also doesn't seem to consistently rewrite the constant types referenced. What's the reason slash how do you decide which ones you want to rewrite to ref simple string? And this is just, I don't know, I don't spend a lot of time in SQL land, I spend most of my time in ML land, and while this touches ML, you know, it's not something that I see super often. I'm honestly confused about this. Or not confused, I'm not super sure why we're doing this. Is of not type, numeric type. Okay. Huh. Require column does not contain or, yeah. Okay. I mean, that's 42 minutes. This PR is pretty big. That's really the first consistency thing that jumps out to me. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably ask to separate this as two separate strings, just concatenate them because it's weird to read this way to my brain. But I think about this. And yeah, so this changed, but it doesn't reference double type to simple string, and sometimes it's changed one way or the other. So I'm not super sure what the process is being used to decide here. And since this is a PR about making them consistent, we should probably get the PR to be self-consistent first, assuming that people want to do this. So let's go ahead and, yeah. Quick question. A quick question for you. Left a quick question for you from skimming this PR. And we'll go ahead and hit submit review. And so that's good. Okay, close that. Support any type for DDL. Yeah, this is probably gonna take a little bit of time. Yeah, okay. So this one has 7 files. It's not bad. This isn't too big, but honestly, I think I'm hungry enough that I probably shouldn't review code. I'd be a little rushed. So I'm going to call it a day for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll try and do another PR review next week, but it's San Francisco Pride, so the timing is probably also going to be a little shifted. And so have a wonderful week. I will do a little more live coding tomorrow in preparation for JupyterCon New York. Had some really interesting discussions at Berlin Buzzwords, which led to some realizations about some ways we could perhaps collect some of the data I was looking at more easily. Thank you. Yes, eating is important, and remembering to look after our bodies is super important, because as fun as code is, it's really easy to get distracted and just, you know, spend all of our time here. So thanks for joining me, and sorry it's a short one. I'll try and do a longer one next week, and if not that, I'll do a longer one the week after. So have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.